Still a lot to play for as it pertains to seeding. Not to mention, the regular season ends on Friday. You want to play your best basketball going into Saturday's playoffs. Presented by Samsung Galaxy. A scoop and score for Gray. Missed Lisa, the top scoring offense in Unrivaled. Back-to-back games with 90-plus points.
Well, they want to play fast. They want to play with pace, and they want to really try and score in transition quickly. It's going to be interesting to see how Dominique Malonga plays against Stewie, who's the veteran post player out here who can score in a plethora of ways. Can't you stay out of foul trouble, and can't you guard these switches?
Gray too strong on the three. Long rebound is snatched by Burton. Second chance for missed. Gray climbs the ladder and scores.
Alicia Gray, one of the best scorers out here and two-way players, but she can do it all. When she gets started and going downhill, she's tough to stop.
Malonga, swish, pretty looking jumper.
Now, don't get them mixed up tonight, but Malonga and Rakia looking alike a little bit.
I said that to our trunk before you came back. A little more curl in Malonga's hair. That's the differentiation I've determined. But
as Veronica Burton knocks down the three, that's a good sign for the mist as well.
But thank you for getting me in trouble for something I haven't done yet.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know.
Malonga the spray. Becker's open for three.
Paige Becker's getting buckets, and we talked about her coming out strong, being very aggressive. As Stewie, right back at you, so aggressive. That's one thing. This Mist team will try and score very fast in the shot clock.
UConn on UConn crime. Becker's poured in 37, a career high against Mist on January 19th. High off the glass, Malonga, and Stewart had 26 points and 11 rebounds in the first meeting. Lets a three fly. Rebound Jackson.
And I love the patience Malonga's taken in the post, really trying to set up and get Stewie on her back.
Jackson navigates the ball screen. Sidestep three-pointer is pure.
Well, go ahead, Rakia, and pick up where you left off. I love to see it when Rakia's hitting that step-back jumper. She's tough.
All six starters on the floor have scored. Display of depth and balance by both clubs. Gray is fouled by Malonga.
So we talked about you guys are going to see a little UConn crime tonight. Paige from three, easy money from Paige buckets. And then here comes Stewie within a second, back down the middle, taking it straight to Dom Malonga to the paint.
Hey, look at Mist. They've won 5 of their last 7 games. Their most lopsided loss of the season was to Breeze, 83-64. Coach Zach O'Brien reminded his group of that. Each game now, knowing they're going to be in the playoffs, he says, I'm just going to approach each game with a different mindset, a clean slate to keep things fresh in preparation.
Yeah, and you remember also, Paige Beckers was super aggressive, taking it to him, and she's going to have to be that way and continue to get to the basket. And I know she loves to play the right way. She makes the right passes, but there are certain times where she has to put the team on her back, and I think tonight will be one of those nights.
Again, she had 37 in that matchup, a career high, 14 of 19 from the field, 5 of 8 from 3. Breeze with the stop. Malonga finds the trailer. Beckers, wraparound pass to Malonga. That's excellent offense.
Excellent offense, and great read by Malonga to see that pass coming over the top of Paige.
Lead switches again. Stewart dashes to the basket. Burton, hustle. Swipe that ball away. Kick it. Stewart, three-pointer. Drains it. It's a long 2 for Brianna Stewart.
Come on, Stewie, but I love that. A pass, again, the drive and kick. And Burton doing a nice job, putting pressure on defense. Going to the paint. Be able to throw that out to Stewie on the outside. And then listen to that. Yeah, and here's Paige here off this pick and roll. And why it works is because Dom sets such a good screen. Really forces Burton has no chance of getting to her.
Cameron Brink has checked in. Breeze defensively strong against Vinyl last time out. 7 steals, an unrivaled record, 10 blocks. Brink had 4, Malonga had 4. Becker's a stop by Burton, throws it ahead to Stewart. In stride. Brianna Stewart pours in 2 more.
And Burton with a great heads-up play, finding Brianna Stewart getting to the basket. And again, missed the transition points, crucial for their team. Gray
and Stewart both went for 30+. Both had career nights. Stewart's first career 30-point game, the co-founder of Unrivaled. And we saw that long two a few possessions ago. That jump shot is really starting to heat up for Breanna Stewart. Brink with the hustle, kick it out. Jackson, and rolls out. Here's Gray. Pep in her step, pounces to the paint, fall away, trickles off the iron, box out by Jackson.
Nice box out by Jackson, because Burton was on her way.
Long bar by Beckers, short on the jumper.
Those are the plays, yeah, even though she missed it, those are the plays you want to see with Beckers. Just stay aggressive, take what you get, and she loves to get to her mid-range game.
Jackson's on the move, drives it. Race for the rebound, Stewart is there. Aggressive to the basket, blocking foul on Beckers.
That was an interesting call. Tough call because Beckers was there, but it looked like Stewie couldn't decide what she wanted to do with the ball. But you can't use your challenge right here. They could, but I hope they don't. Put it that way.
Substitutions by both clubs. Beckers out, Courtney Williams in for Breeze. For missed, Alana Smith and Enrique Gumbawale join Stewart. Stewart already has 6 points. Misty sharing the ball early, 6 field goals, 5 assists.
And this is an interesting substitution. When you think about Courtney Williams versus Enrique Gumbawale, two players we say can get on the heater real fast for both their clubs.
Gumbawale, low stance, Williams at position in the mid-range, trying to give it up. Stolen by Smith. Gumbawale, the breakdance, drive, fire it, got it.
Gumbawale, and we had a chance to talk to Enrique today, and her coming off the bench, first time in her season.
57 points per game. They hold their opponents to just over 70 points per game. Williams, Jackson, and Brink. Stewart, Gumbawale, and Smith for missed. Dipsy-do by Rakia Jackson.
Rakia looking smooth. The last 2 games just fluid, getting exactly what she wants in her spots. Excellent finish.
Coach Noel Quinn called her return inspiring, how locked in she was from the jump. Gumbawale over Brink. 7-point game. Brink hit a couple threes the other night with the 4 blocks. Tough take, just scrapes the iron. Gumbawale looks for the ball. Coach O'Brien calls her a heater, decides to kick it. Smith's at the feet, let it fly. And it nearly trickled in, rebound Williams.
Nice contest from Brink there.
Jackson puts the head down, drive and score.
Rakia is just in her bag, and I love how smooth she's playing again. Able to go and finish.
The beauty is a beast.
She is a beast. I love it. But speaking of beasts, don't forget about Enrique Gumbawale already getting on a heater, coming out. This is not the same play, folks, because this time she decides to go to her right. Had a little hezzy and a crossover right over the hand. Long stretch arm of Cameron Brink.
Veronica Burton returns to action. Stewart to the bench for the first time. Kate Martin, who did not play last game, in there for Breeze. Smith on the cut, settles in the paint. Over Brink.
And Alana Smith, one of those players who plug and play. She can do a little bit of everything. Also an excellent shot blocker.
Now every miss that is played has scored here in the first. Brink unable to hit. Parachuting in Burton and a foul. That's on Brink, her first.
And I like to see it. Brink being aggressive to the basket. She didn't get quite the right angle she wanted, but this is exactly how the Breeze want her to play.
Right, Coach Quinn told us she set the tone for us in that win the other night.
I mean, the 4 blocks was exceptional. 10 blocks, a record set by the Breeze team.
So humble about it. When Allie interviewed her after the game, she pointed to Dominique Malonga as the one who delivered the goods. Martin hangs in the air, Brink the board, places it back up and in.
And as Brink finishes, she says, and one.
Who doesn't say and one?
Right.
Burton circles. Gumbawale the fake. Williams draped on her. Gumbawale flings it up and scores.
Gumbawale heating up again.
Double team on Brink in the post. tried to swirl it away, grabs it, and scores and one. That's an and one, Cameron.
Well, that is an and one, and you know why? Cam is playing with such tenacity. One of the things we talked about is don't worry about the officials. Continue to play through, and you got to play tough. Nobody owes you anything, and Cam Reek really responding great. I love the physicality. She's using her body, and she said, you know, Lisa, we're just tired of losing. We are tired of losing. And tired of getting beat up, too.
Right,
you know?
yeah, don't want to get pushed around.
Yeah.
4 straight points for Brink on the Breeze side. Shot clock off of Gumbawale. And a foul by Williams. Smart play, 1 to give.
Foul number 10, Courtney Williams, her first, team 4.
14 fouls, side out for Mist at midcourt. Enrique's got it with 2, fires, end of 1, Mist by 5. The top scoring team at Unrivaled sets the tone once again. It's Unrivaled on TNT, presented by Samsung Galaxy. First time nod. Part of the qualifiers in Puerto Rico in mid-March. We'll take a look at the second quarter now through the Samsung Galaxy Game View, powered by Galaxy S25 Ultra. Enrique Gumbawale, 6 points off the bench in the first. Swirly off the iron.
Yeah, but I like the pressure that Enrique's putting on them, getting to the paint, and it doesn't have to be long-range jumpers. She's just forcing the action right now.
4 minutes for Beckers in the first, still on the bench. Martin, Williams, and Brink. Second unit on the floor. Smith for 3. Right between the eyes.
Excellent drive and kick back. I like it. The thing about the Mist, they're not running a ton of plays. They're just doing read and react, and it works so well for their ball club.
Now up by 8. That's the biggest lead of the game. Martin on the spray. Rebound Smith. Gumbawale fights around the pick, bounce it. Smith rises, blocked by Brink.
That's the first block. Can you get another?
And Smith takes a tumble on the other end. Kickball violation. Beckers is back into the game. Martin subs out. Smith trying to cut it out. She will check out. Stewart and Gray return. Gumbawale and Alana Smith to the Mist bench. As of right now, Mist in 3rd place at 8-4. Breeze right behind them at 6-6. Both clubs with impressive point differentials. Mist plus 74, Breeze plus 52. Ball away by Malonga. A chance at the line.
And I think one of the most challenging things about Unrivaled is the coaches trying to decide who to play, how long, and when to sub, especially when you have so many weapons, whether they're in the game or sitting on the bench.
Especially in the first and fourth quarters, because we don't go to that media timeout, so we're commercial free, which is great for television broadcast. But then, right, to your point, how do you pick and choose and maneuver your lineups? Clean basketball game here in game 2 of our doubleheader. Just 1 turnover combined.
And that's excellent. When you talk about taking care of the ball, the teams at the top do the best at really taking care of the ball, keeping turnovers low.
Gray on the hunt, step back, just scrapes the iron. Offensive rebound missed on the kick out. Malonga got the hands on it. Swing, Gray to Stewart, rises for 3, swish.
Come on, Stewie, don't do him like that. That was such a quick release. That's just that hustle play, never giving up attitude.
And for Mist, already 4 offensive rebounds. Stewart with a game-high 11 points. Beckers with her second bucket up to 5 points.
Yeah, it's time for Beckers to heat it up a little bit.
Sat at the end of the first. Of course, back in here now, under 5 to go second quarter. Missed by 7. Dribble handoff to Gray. Looks for Stewart on the roll. Back door is open. Misses the layup. Burton with the ball pressure. Here comes Beckers as the C's part. Into the paint. Wrestle for it, jump ball, possession arrow, points to miss.
Well, Becker's first with a nice defense to get her hand on the ball to cause that miss. But then you have Veronica Burton, same thing. I mean, the extra hustle coming to tie up Becker's there. And now who has the ball? The miss.
Up by 7, missed at 48% shooting. 7 assists, 12 buckets. Gray takes the feed. This is the free-flowing offense. Read and react. Stewart flings it up and a foul.
Stewie recognizing that double team there, able to turn away from it and get the foul on Rakia Jackson.
Missed last game in that blowout win over Lunar Owls. Went 12 for 12 at the free throw line. 25 free throw points. Tonight, 3 for 3.
Yeah, Stewie's always been an excellent free throw shooter throughout her career. Not surprised.
Nope.
Who's going to walk away with that money, though?
That's right. The free throw challenge presented by Xfinity. 89%, by the way, for Stewart this year. Guards Malonga, elevates. Rebound Gray. Missed by 9 in search for more. Stewart carves out room on the spin. Burke. Still missed ball.
Yeah, I like it. Dominique Malonga did a nice job on defense there, causing Stewie to not feel like she had a really good angle and shot at the basket.
Burke looking, finds Stewart, and lays it in.
But Stewie just finding a way to get to the basket. That inbound play is so tough 3-on-3 also. Only 2 players, so you got to find a way to get it in without giving up a layup.
Rim run on the other end. Malonga, a bruise and a bucket.
One of the things that the Breeze have done so well is that pick and roll with Beckers and Malonga. If they can use that, continue to go to that, that really puts a lot of pressure when you have Malonga at 6'6" rolling to the basket.
It's such a challenge because, as you've talked about, you want to see Beckers get aggressive. She can create her own shot, or you turn to Malonga, who's shooting at 55%, high percentage shot down low.
Yeah, and then you have Rakia in the corner who's spacing it out, who you can't leave.
A lot of space in 3-on-3 too. Spin cycle Stewart, that was pretty. Up to 17 points.
Stewie, come on. Big time moves happening right now.
Backdoor Jackson from Malonga.
Come on.
Now 9 points for Rakia Jackson. Kick out to Gray, slashes to the rim, up and under is true. Whew. The missed. No, they don't have to weather any storm right now. They are rolling up by 10. We'll be back here to Sephora Arena. Breanna Stewart having her way. 17 points. Back to Sephora Arena in Miami after the break. The head coach, Zach O'Brien, who said this morning, how do we frame each game in a specific way to keep the motivations high, which he doesn't have to do a lot of. This is a very motivated group, but to stay in sync and fine-tuned. So far, so good, up by 10.
Up by 10. And he's got to be happy with their defensive effort. One of the things he talked about, yes, they want to play fast, but they also want to defend.
Second chance opportunity, a good Mawale, slashes, kick it out, Gray three-pointer, bullseye, plus a foul.
Well, the 3 killers are on the court at the same time, and we don't see this lineup that often. I feel like they've been saving this lineup. But again, playoffs on the line.
Yep.
This is the time to make sure that they're all in sync, and clearly they are.
Well, perhaps it's a lineup when you're sniffing blood, you got that double-digit lead, let's break through. Gray sinks it. It's a 14-point lead for Mist. Over to the Breeze bench. Allie LaForce with Courtney Williams.
Well, Courtney, it seemed like to start this game, the offense just wasn't in its rhythm. What helped the offense gain its flow?
I mean, we just got to get it on defense, right? You can always control your defensive effort when your offense isn't going, so we just got to string together some stops.
Speaking of defense, have you learned any tricks on how to slow down Stewie? And if so, can you share it with the world? Because
not this game. She's on a burner right now, but hey, basketball usually always evens out, so hopefully we can just make everything harder for her and try to slow her down a little bit.
Thanks so much for your insight.
For sure.
Good stuff from Courtney Williams on her new club, Breeze. Now a couple games in since that trade mid-February. Malonga, the jab, long 2. Could not hit. Again, you got to think, too, Mist had this game circled for some revenge. Breeze beat him 83-64, their most lopsided loss of the year as Malonga fouls Gray. The Unrivaled Halftime Show presented by Ford, coming up from our Atlanta studios with Laura Jabara, Renee, and Roz in the studio. Renee's always bringing the energy.
Renee is always bringing the energy because she's not here for a long time, but for a good time, as she loves to say.
Proud of Alicia Gray, I'm sure. Rooting for her in the one-on-one tournament. Gray took home $50,000. She's the runner-up behind Chelsea Gray. And the steal by Enrique, coast to coast. Enrique Gumbawale, top 5 in steals per game. Missed now up to 4 of them. 18-point lead. And Beckers tries to stop the bleeding, hits a shot.
Yes, Beckers, it's time for her to really step up, but Enrique really just doing an excellent job. Everything, defense as well as offense, and being a playmaker for this big three right here.
They're free-flowing right now. Gumbawale on the block, kick it out. Stewart, three-pointer. Rebound, Jackson.
The miss.
9 points.
The miss on the 10 run right now.
Jackson's open on an island. Loose ball to Jackson. Tries to stand over Stewart. Pokes it out. Gumbawale flings it behind her head. Transition for Gray.
What a pass. Behind the back, over the head. Come on.
Eyes on the back of her head.
But Enrique
So good
again.
to see it again.
Yeah, because Enrique is putting her stamp on this game right here. Recognizes that Alicia Gray is on the run, just throws it over her head. Come on. Eyes in the back of her head. She saw her going. Great finish there. And Enrique, again, her defense, her offense, and being a facilitator tonight.
Another impressive performance by Miss. This is a club that's dropped 90+ in 2 straight games. They're playoff bound. Maybe thought this would be their night. They slow it down. Not the case. Beckers, the box out over Burton, who makes it so challenging. Beckers for 3. Got it.
Got it. Excellent pass because Kia Jackson could have shot a 3, but instead she passes up a good shot for a great shot.
Against her pal Enrique, teammates in Dallas, of course. Enrique's got a big smile on, of course, her club up by 15. Here we come the other way. Alana Smith, Veronica Burton, and Gumbawale on the floor for Mist. Beckers, Brink, and Jackson for Breeze. Enrique uses this screen, fadeaway jumper. Off the heel, and Smith in pursuit of the board is fouled by Beckers, her 3rd.
Breeze foul number 5, 8 Packers, her 3rd, team 4.
You gotta love this. 10 dimes, 0 turnovers.
Excellent basketball, and Enrique Gumbawale, a huge part of that. Facilitating defense. Then Burton checks back in. She comes up with another steal. The 10 assists as they share the ball. And Enrique told us today, they don't care who scores, they just want to get it done together.
Take the 3, lob it to Smith. Nice slip to the rim by Alana Smith, and Enrique found her. Missed by 17. Another 50-point half. And a double-digit lead. Shot and gain clocks identical. Williams feeds Brink, fouled by Burton.
Well, that time Brink, again, I want to see her power up with that, but she got fouled there. But again, I thought also Williams doing a nice job running down the clock and just trying to find an opportunity, and she did.
Brink with 4 points, the only bench points for Breeze to this point. .36, 2.3 on the clock. Smith chucks it up the floor. Gumbawale, it's lost out of bounds. Breeze basketball, .6.
Kia Jackson with her size, she's such a big guard, can guard anyone, able to deflect that there.
Jackson almost nailed it from three-quarters court. 15-point lead for Mist at the end of the first half.
Well, the Mist, I mean, they are on fire, but it's going to be important for the Breeze really to get back together. And I would love to see more pick and roll. That's all.
Brianna Stewart with 17 points, a game high. Arike Agumbawale with 8. Just a dialed-in, well-oiled machine, missed by 15. You're watching Unrivaled on TNT, presented by Samsung Galaxy. Score 11 in the first half. Brink had 6, but more so in how Mist attacked offensively. Just 1 block for Breeze. They had 10 last game.
Well, they're challenging them at the basket, but they're doing a nice job of making the extra pass and forcing the big to have to come out as Rakia Jackson scores there.
Yeah, Mist had 11 assists in the first half, 19 buckets. Veronica Burton on an island against Becker. Spray it. Stewart, three-pointer splash.
Stewart still hot, knocking down another 3. And I think, you know, when you look at Stewie with the MVP talks, Alicia Gray MVP talks, sometimes it's your teammate that really drives you. Competing against each other, they both know that they're probably up for the MVP, and that can push you.
Push pass to Burton. Stewart left in the same spot. Call it a pass. Outlet, Gray for 3. It's a pass to me.
Yeah, well, it's a pass. Burton with the rebound and kicking it out to Alicia Gray. Smart move for the 3.
I mean, you aren't kidding. Stewart hits a 3, and then right after, Gray hits a 3. Bounce pass, Gray picks it off, pokes it to Stewart. Fast break for Mist. Burton, the bump, and a chance at the line. Keys for a comeback, Lisa, brought to you by Icy Hot, official topical paint partner of Unrivaled. Breeze, what needs to happen?
Well, when I look at the Breeze right now, we just need a little bit more Paige Beckers getting buckets. She has 10 points, but she's going to have to maybe spread the floor out and go a little one-on-one. And then if not, let's see the pick and roll. Her and Malonga, that pick and roll worked early, spacing the floor, getting Jackson away from them. Another opportunity and possibility that can help the Breeze right now.
Burton up to 5 points. Brianna Stewart, 20 points. At least 20 now for a 7th time this season. And Gray right behind her with 19. Beckers has 10, draws 2 defenders. Jackson far away from the basket. Malonga, paint touch, floater. Stays with Breeze, new shot clock.
Yeah, Malonga's going to have to realize Brianna Stewart has such great reach, long arms, and although she's shorter than her, she can really defend her with her reach.
Dribble handoff, Beckers, snakes, fires, hits.
Nice brush screen. Malonga setting up Paige nicely there for the finish into paint.
Now, what can Breeze do, though, defensively to disrupt Mist's flow?
Well, it's going to be a little tough when you got Alicia Gray and Stewie knocking down 3s everywhere out here on the court.
I put you in a tough spot there, right when Gray hits the 3.
It's tough because they're not able to stop them from knocking down the 3 ball.
Jackson, that's why you follow your shot. Beckers on the find, nice play. Still a 20-point lead for Mist.
And just like that, Mist will score so quickly, and that's what messes you up. Before we can even get a sentence out, they're already scoring again. Now Stewie with 22 points.
Gray's got 22. They jockey for position as game's leading scorer. Malonga cleans it up. Traded baskets here. The Mist is fine with that with a big lead. Burton for 3.
And Burton doesn't take that many shots, but she can knock down the 3 as well.
Beckers had room, and then Burton had to reach and foul to not allow the layup. That's Veronica Burton's 3rd foul. Cameron Brink checks in for Malonga.
And Malonga has 13 points, 4 rebounds, but struggling a little bit to get some consistency against Stewart.
Calls Cameron Brink her bestie. They have formed a great relationship down here. Stewart feeds it ahead. Beckers attached to Burton. Attacks the basket, that's nice. Finger roll with the left hand.
Just too easy that time. Paige not able to keep Burton in front of her.
Beckers deep corner. Ball screen by Jackson, rolls, nothing there. Beckers for 3. Stewart climbs the ladder.
And Breeze looks like they're just losing their confidence, not really playing solid defense, and the spacing on the floor a little bit too tight for Breeze.
Oh, pretty bounce pass. Jackson to break.
Ooh, a rare
spark.
transition basket for the Breeze, beating the Mist down the floor.
Gray three-pointer. Bullseye! Alicia Gray with her fourth three-pointer, up to 25 points. We'll be right back to Sephora Arena here in Miami. Misty's rolling. Get to Barclays to catch, which should be an outstanding semifinals.
Yes, absolutely. I can't wait to go. Come on, Brooklyn. You're coming out.
It's amazing that we are right around the corner from the postseason. Regular season ends on Friday. All 8 clubs will play. And the first round begins Saturday. For Mist, still an opportunity to earn one of those first-round buys. That means a top 2 seed. Right now sitting in 3rd. And Laces in 2nd, Phantom in 1st. Another offensive rebound for Mist. Now up to 7 of those. And foul underneath against Breeze.
The Mist doing a nice job just taking advantage of the mismatches all over the floor. This is an interesting lineup for the Breeze because they kind of went small with Williams out there, and then Kate Martin guarding Enrique.
Lob pass from Stewart into Gray. High off the glass and in. Alicia Gray up to 27 points. Yet another assist for Mist. Say that 5 times fast.
Yeah.
Assist for Mist.
But you know
They're
what
up to 16.
What's interesting to me also, Brendan, when you look at the Mist, just that they can score in a plethora of ways, and they put so much pressure on the defense because now they can switch across the board.
Williams, Martin, and break the trio for Breeze. Smith and Stewart double big with the Gumbawale on the Mist side. Tapped out, and a foul. It's on a
Thinking, but with Brianna Stewart, those arms right on her back. I thought she was going to dump it back to her teammate, but she tried to go to the left. Maybe she was going to use the rim, but yeah, Stewie right there. Defense has been on tonight.
And for Mist, 7 steals. Williams pours one in on the other end. A 25-point lead for Mist. There's Enrique in the deep wing. Backs down Williams. Jumper good.
Come on. Agumbawale, again, 12 points, 2 buckets in a row, and the defense is there, causing havoc for the Breeze.
Brink drills a triple.
Excellent 3 by Brink. She's been working on that, improving her game, both inside and out.
Stewart takes one way off ball. Leaner, no. Brink pushes pace. Stewart won't get to her.
Excellent offense. Again, Brink. Love the patience that she had there to finish on that shot, knowing Stewie was on her way.
even with the score. Love to see Breeze still competing at a high level. Stewart rises in for 2, up to 24.
And this just looks like they're having fun. Everybody's smiling now.
It's been a clinic tonight, really, for 3 consecutive games. Very close once again to setting a winning score of 90 points. Right now, it would be 88. Ogunbowale on the swing, 4-3. Clinic.
Oh, man.
Absolute clinic.
The weapons are out.
Williams, swish. Home run pass to Ogunbowale, fires in time! Enrique Ogunbowale! Wow!
Oh, man, Reek is here to stay. It doesn't matter if you come off the bench, because when she's in, her coach said she's always on a heater. Right here, she's hot, baby.
Now, and start the 4th quarter. The winning score, presented by Maker's Mark, is 94 points. Miss scored 90 against Rose on February 9th. They come back from a 12-day layoff, scored 92 against Owls. And they have widened the gap. 94, the mark to meet. Burton the rebound out there with Ogunbowale and Alana Smith. The 4th quarter is commercial-free and brought to you by AT&T. Miss scored 32 in the 3rd. That's the most in a quarter this season. You got Enrique. We showed Alicia and Brandon Stewart, rightfully so. Enrique's got 18, right? 3 20-point scores tonight.
I'm telling you, just because she's coming off the bench does not mean she is a bench player. She comes in as a 3rd weapon, and they use her a lot. Her efficiency is high, and we've seen it all night.
The Mist had 16 assists against Lunar Owls. They have 19 tonight on 31 field goals. And you're reminded, folks, Unrivaled, 7-minute quarters. Granted, the 4th can go as long as it needs to. A lot of possessions in this sport. But we're looking at Mist with 3 games now, if they pull this off, of course. I mean, let's not count out Breeze just yet. Just saying.
All right.
94 points. That would be 3 consecutive games scoring 90.
Well, this is the time of year you want to play your best basketball.
Yes.
And the Mist are ready.
Smith the catch and lays it home.
And we also have to remember, Breanna Stewart told us she wants to get to Brooklyn.
Yes.
That's important for her to be able to play there in front of her fans, as well as Coach Zach.
Both of these clubs are playoff bound, but Mist still has an opportunity to earn that first-round bye and not play Saturday. Smith for 3. Missed up to 11 3-pointers.
We probably don't say enough about Alana Smith because she's playing with the other 3 killers, but she does a lot of the dirty work. Excellent shot blocker as Cameron Brink beats her there to the basket. But she can knock down the 3 as well and stretch the floor for the Mist.
Earlier tonight, Vinyl punched its ticket to the Unrivaled playoffs presented by Samsung Galaxy. So we have all 6 playoff clubs, but seeding still to be determined. We know Phantom for sure will have a first-round bye. Williams, shifty to the left. Poked at by Smith. Second chance for Breeze. Couple of long rebounds now. Williams darts to the rim and scores.
And here you can see the Mist just a little bit off rhythm, but you got to give Breeze a lot of credit. They're hustling. Never die attitude is what it's going to take.
Good offense, Martin to break. Mini run by Breeze. You had to think, too, Mist had revenge on its mind. They lost by 19 to Breeze in the first meeting back on January 19th. Step back triple by Veronica Burton. 12 threes now for the Misties. There's Williams, searches. Shot clock to 5. Martin nowhere to go. Williams must fire. Foul, Burton. Of course, Courtney Williams faced Burton in the one-on-one tournament, didn't score. Now she has a chance at the line. The last hit, the
I forgot to do the review for the challenge.
You abstained.
Yeah. I was so busy admiring the Miss and just how well they've been playing, though. This has just been an outstanding game, start to finish for them.
You can understand the humor. Williams and Burton faced off in the one-on-one tournament. Never mind did Williams not score against Veronica Burton. Williams never got the ball.
She never got the ball.
Never got the
that
ball.
was so funny. So she's excited that she gets to shoot this free throw.
She's got to make it
They're
now.
still laughing at it, laughing about it at the free throw line.
One more three. No club in Unrivaled's 2-year history has ever scored 90-plus points in 3 consecutive games. A 3 can do the job. It would be fitting based on how Mist has cruised the last couple of games. Williams, the steal. Over to Martin, three-pointer. Money Martin plus the foul.
Whoa! Come on, Money Martin with the 3. Reed's trying to show some life here. That was all net, too. Reed's now on an 11-3 run. Noelle Quinn just looking at our team like, this is where your youth plays, but you got to continue to fight and never give up.
That's right, you got to tune things up. Arike, that's an offensive foul. And by the way, that was Martin's first points of the night. You know, despite the score, you've got a game Friday, and then you're into the playoffs. So you still have to take the small victories within the game, right?
Absolutely, and you want to also play in rhythm. Like, you don't want to end this game where you're not happy about how you ended it.
Martin again left that one short. So once again, Mist has an opportunity to score. We joked with Arike this morning. Does anyone care who takes the winning shot? They said, we do not care one bit. Burton missed it in close. Become part of their schedule, really, the last few weeks. All right, who wants to take the winning shot? That's a nice way to live. Brink off on the 3, rebound Smith. Agumbawale has 3 game winners on the year. Time to break dance. Arike for 3! Not that time.
Oh my goodness, that shot, her arc is so high. We're all holding our breath watching it to see if it's gonna drop in.
Burton the lob. Smith, they'll take 2. All right, they're at 93. A chance to get to 95 to be an unrivaled record. Brink on the other end for 2. Here we go.
Next basket for the Miss is Gabe.
Here's Burton. Feeds Arike. Fadeaway jumper. Rebound Smith. Outlet to Burton. 3 in the air.
Oh, Miss coming up short. Reed still fighting.
Burton tried to box out Brink. Scoops it home.
Nice job, Cameron Brink, keeping that ball up high over those guards. Much improved from day 1.
Arike deep in the paint and a foul. Question is, was it in the act of shooting? Arike believes so. And Noelle Quinn is going to challenge the call. The unrivaled record for points in a game by one team. Here's Arike. First free throw attempt of the night. Missed. Improves tonight and for the first unrivaled club to score 90-plus points in 3 straight games.